Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today's story: Peacock and Owl. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there was a magnificent and proud peacock named Percy. He lived in the royal gardens of the king's palace, where he displayed his vibrant and mesmerizing plumage for all to admire. Percy was convinced that he was the most beautiful and regal creature in the entire kingdom. Every day, Percy would strut around the palace grounds, showing off his shimmering feathers, and boasting about his beauty. He would tell all the other birds in the kingdom about his remarkable features and how he deserved to be the king of all birds. The other birds found Percy's arrogance quite annoying, and they began to avoid him. One day, word of Percy's claim reached the ears of the wise old owl, who served as the king's trusted advisor. The owl decided to teach Percy a lesson about humility and true leadership. He called a meeting of all the birds in the kingdom and asked Percy to present his case for becoming the king of birds. Percy stood before the assembled birds and boasted about his radiant plumage, his graceful walk, and his superior beauty. The other birds listened politely, though they were growing tired of his self-centeredness. When Percy finished speaking, the wise old owl addressed the gathering. He said, "My fellow birds, beauty is indeed a wonderful thing, and Percy's feathers are undoubtedly stunning. However, being a king requires more than just physical appearance. A true king must possess wisdom, compassion, and the ability to lead and care for his subjects." The owl continued, "I suggest we put Percy to the test. We will organize a competition where each bird can showcase their unique talents and qualities. The bird who demonstrates the best leadership and empathy will be crowned the king of birds." The birds agreed to the owl's idea, and the competition began. Each bird took turns displaying their skills, from the nightingale's beautiful song to the eagle's soaring abilities. Percy, despite his initial reluctance, decided to participate too. Throughout the competition, Percy realized that the other birds had their own exceptional qualities. He witnessed the kindness of the robin, the wisdom of the owl, and the bravery of the hawk. As he observed the different birds and their unique strengths, Percy began to understand the importance of humility and recognizing the value in others. In the end, it was not the bird with the most extravagant plumage who won the title of the king of birds. The wise old owl, who had shown wisdom, fairness, and humility throughout the competition, was crowned as the rightful king. Percy, though disappointed, learned a valuable lesson about the true nature of leadership. He acknowledged his arrogance and vowed to be more respectful and humble in the future. From that day on, Percy no longer sought to be the king but instead focused on being a good friend and neighbor to all the birds in the kingdom. And so, the wise old owl ruled as the king of birds, guiding the kingdom with wisdom and compassion, while Percy, the once proud peacock, learned that true greatness came from within and was not merely based on outward appearances. From then on, they both lived harmoniously, setting an example for all the other birds in the kingdom to follow. And they all lived happily ever after.